Hey trainers, what is up and welcome back to another gameplay video on the channel. Today we're reviewing none other than the Pawmot EX. Just like the short that I did the other day. It is the exact same lists as I have in front of me. So let's kick things off and I'll show you how everything comes together. So we have the Pawmot EX. Now this is not going to be our main attacker, but it is a good snipe attacker which can finish off the Pokemon which are already damaged and retreat it onto the bench through the means of Paralysis EX, because the main attacker is going to be the Pawmot, and the Pawmot, it does something interesting. So it has the Voltaic Fist for 130 damage, and if you do 60 damage to yourself, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Being paralyzed means they cannot attack or retreat in their turn, but they can use things like Jet Energy, Professor Turo's Scenario, or like I said before, the Paralysis EX to switch out another Dark Pokemon and retreat afterwards, so the paralyzed effect is nullified. But if they don't play any of those cards, they're just a sitting duck, unable to do anything. And this is going to be a control type deck as well. So for our main attacker, the Pawmot, we have 3 copies. Then we have 1 copy of the regular Pawmot and 4 copies of the Pawmi. But it doesn't stop there. So we have the Inos Kilowattrel to get some more draw, because draw is a big problem in this deck often. Especially when you prize your Kilowattrels, which has happened to me before. But setting up the Kilowattrel is quite easy through the means of the Electric. So the Electric can get energies from your discard pile onto your Pokemon. And if you accelerate energy onto the Kilowattrel, you can use its ability and draw until you have 6 cards in your hands, which is very good. You don't have to waste an attachment for turn every single time. So you can effectively use your attachment for turn onto stuff like the Pawmi, the Pawmot, or even the Munkidori. So the thing is, you attack with your Pawmot, you paralyze your opponent's Pokemon, you do 60 damage to yourself. So with the 2 Dark Energies included, you can attach to the Munkidori, channel over the damage you do to yourself, and perhaps even take multiple prize cards, multiple knockouts, while retreat locking and attack locking your opponent's active Pokemon. I think this deck is very interesting to play around with, because we also have the Rotom in this. So for decks which are most item-based, such as Golden Go, or let's say Chiampao, or Charizard, you know, you can just use the Rotom to use Crashing Pulse to snipe out the superior energy retrievals. You can snipe out the rare candies and just leave them as a sitting duck, unable to do anything. But if all else fails, we have the Budgie to use Itchy Pollen. So you see, we have a lot of things going on in this deck, and you probably understand now that draw is going to be a big thing, because you have a need of a lot of things going on, and you need a lot of resources in your hands. But the things that are going to help is the Arven, for instance, because the Arven could get ourselves the rare candy, we can get a Budgie Puffin, or we can get an air balloon, or perhaps even the Luxurious Cape or the Hero Cape. So the Luxurious Cape is also an interesting fact, because if you paralyze lock your opponent's active Pokemon, and they have to Turo it, and they have to attack you with something else on the bench which is not fully charged, and they can't knock out your Pawmot with a Luxurious Cape on it, then that's no problem, because next turn you can even channel over more damage from it with the Munkidori onto their board states and just be very disruptive as you can possibly be. As well as you can get the combination of onto your Pawmot EX with the Hero's Cape, you have an attacking Pawmot which has 400 HP. And I forgot to mention even what the Pawmot EX does. So it has the 11 strike attack, so it does 220 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon, but you have to discard your 2 lightning energy from it. But that doesn't even matter, because we're playing the Electric, we can attach for turn, and we have even a 1 Crispin to boot. So as long as you have Dark Energies in your deck, you can use the Crispin, accelerate the Lightning Energy, get the Dark Energy into your hand, and accelerate the Lightning Energy from your hand to that Pokemon. So we can effectively use the 11 strike afterwards instantly. So you see, this deck can offer quite a bit in such a small package. But I'm excited to see how it rolls, so let's hop into some games. Yeah, let's promote the Munkidori. Not going first, we can have Dawn, Oven, we have Budgie Puffin, Lightning Energy, and they're starting with a Fan Rotom. So I suppose this might be... It's going to be Alakazam, I think. Because they're using the fan call, getting themselves more Dunsparces. So I really hope they find an Abra here. Otherwise, they can't really do much. And then they're set back 2 turns, which gives us time to set up our board states. Yeah, there's the Nuzball, probably getting an Abra and another Dunsparce. But that's just a lone Abra there. Damn, if we could just boss it up, that would be nice, but no way this deck can do that. Another Dunsparce. Wow, you've got yourself quite the board state. And we have the Dark Energy as well. Alright, so I'm going to play Buddy Poffin, see what we can work with. I suppose I want a Tynamo as well, but we need something in the discard pile first for the electric to work. Oh, hello there. There's no Inus Kilowattrel available, so I suppose I get 2 Tynamo, and then when I play the Arven, going to get another Buddy Poffin. Then next turn I can play Dawn to get my Electrics and perhaps even another. Yeah, I suppose I'll just take the 2 Tynamo here. Okay, now we can play the Arven. I suppose I can attach Retreat, or I suppose even just the Air Balloon Retreat. No, I need the Air Balloons for the Electric to have something that has free retreat. Do I have the Budgie here? Because locking them down would be... no. I suppose Rotom is going to be devastating them as well. And I think I want to do that first hand. Yes, I'm going to play the Air Balloon on the Monkey Dory. Play the Buddy Poffin. Oh, the Rotom is 80 HP. Damn. Yeah. So far for that plan. So I suppose a double Pawmot there. And it doesn't even matter I touch... or does it? I suppose it does. I suppose it does. And the Pawmot is only doing 130 damage. So, I suppose that can't knock out an Alakazam, does it? But my plan might be to evolve into the Pawmot EX. When they place down a Pheasantipity, I can just snipe that from the bench and use the Rotom in between to get rid of all the item cards in their hand. And I think it was best to save the Lightning for the Rotom. Wow, just getting a Hilda with a Dunsparce and an Enriching Energy. That is huge. Drawing 4 more cards. Obviously shuffling it back. I suppose there's no retreat going on here. They already attached to the Dunsparce. I don't know if Alakazam plays an Air Balloon, but I think this Fan Rotom is going to be stuck for a while. Right, another Abra going down. They have 11 cards in hand already. And the Battle Cage. Okay, we have a Lightning Energy. That's good. They have 10 cards in hand. I think I want to get Disruptive. Get the Rotom out. Is it wise to get the Electric out already? I suppose getting the Pawmot doesn't hurt. And the Pawmot. There we go. Then we can evolve one of those guys, bench the Rotom, and see what we can work with. I would like to see what we can throw away. Alright. That's something. I mean, like, the more recovery cards we can throw away, the better. And I suppose we can even Rotom again later, and then they have nothing to work with. If I'm able to knock down an Alakazam and prevent them from setting up even further, then I'm in quite a good position. Jetting the Dunsparce. I suppose that works. Yeah, shuffle it back. Now you can promote the Alakazam. Evolve. Promote the Kadabra. Evolve into Alakazam. Draw with more cards. Nice. But they played the Hilda, so they can't boss something up. So they have to knock out the Rotom here. And I don't know how many Jet they're playing. But that Jet energy is quite good against our deck. Because my main plan is going to be Voltaic Fists to lock them in the active spot. I suppose we'll see. There's the Wartrol. Going to evolve here. And I suppose playing Ino won't be a bad thing here. We do have the Electric. That's nice. We can attach to Pawmot. And then already attached to another Pawmot, just in case it gets knocked out. We can even bench another Pawmot. That's good. So next turn we can shuffle back everything, draw 8 cards. Depending on what happens the next turn, I would like to use the effect of Voltaic Fists. Thank you very much. But I suppose if they have Hilda in hand, they have the Jet Energy. If they don't, I can just knock them out with Voltaic Fist again. So I suppose we'll see. They evolved into the Dunsparce. They can utilize it one more time. They have a Kadabra as well, so I think they can go get around 5 cards here. And if they don't find the energy in that 5 card draw, then we're good. And the Alakazam can't attack or retreat. There's a Dunsparce. Or Dunsparce, I should say. And the Psychic Energy attachment. Yep. So I suppose he's not attacking this turn. Alright, that's good. That's good for us. Alright. We have an Ino as well. But I don't think I want to use it. I just want to use Monkey Dory's effects. And the Battle Cage doesn't allow me to put it onto the benched Pokemon. But on the active Pokemon, it works. So let's just do that first. Alright. And I suppose this doesn't matter. I take a 2 cards less from Lily. Oh, there's the Kilowatt Troll. And I suppose, yeah. Promoting the Fan Rotom. 6 cards. We have Ultra Ball. So we can get a Pawmot. Yeah. Then we can get rid of the Dark Energy. I suppose I should have played Vessel first. So I could get rid of more Lightning Energy. Then that was a mistake. Damn. Alright. Doesn't matter. Can get the Pawmot. Candy into that one. Alright. And we have an Ino for next turn. Yep. We're looking pretty good. And I think I don't want to do the damage to myself this time. Nope. Because it doesn't matter, because we're knocking out the Rotom instantly. And just like that, we're ahead of prizes. Yeah, it's interesting to see what this Pawmot deck has to offer. And now it's their turn. And let's see what they're doing. They're playing the Dawn, getting themselves, obviously, an Abra or a Dunsparce. Grabbing the Dunsparce. And obviously an Alakazam. Because they want to knock out our Pawmot. Yeah, just like that. It is going to be just like that. And I wonder how many Night Stretchers they're playing. I suppose 1 or 2, and maybe a Super Rod. Or maybe a Sacred Ash on top. Not sure. Yeah, I mean, for next turn, I can Ino them down, promote the Monkey Dory, attach the Lightning to the Pawmot. They're going down to 4 cards in their hands. If they don't find the Jet Energy again, then this Alakazam is locked into the active spot, and then we can knock it out with the Monkey Dory, just like we did before. I see they play the second Night Stretcher. So I guess with a well-timed late-game Rotom, we can get away with them losing more resources. Alright. Promoting the Monkey Dory. Now I really hope this trick is going to work. Dynamite there. I suppose I can already attach to this Pawmi. Maybe I shouldn't have... it's fine. It's fine. Doesn't matter. There we go. And we have the Lux Cape as well. I mean, the Lux Cape works, again, because it needs to get knocked out by damage from an attack. And Alakazam only does effects of an attack. So this Pawmot has effectively 240 HP, and they don't get another prize from it if it gets knocked out. And I suppose promoting the Ino's... Not promoting. Benching the Ino's Wartroll is good, because I know we have a Killer Wartroll somewhere in our deck. Alright, Voltaic Fists. And I would love to use the effect. Thank you very much. Now let's see what they have here. Again, if they don't find the Jet Energy, they're just stuck in there again. Oh, they have a way to shuffle their deck. Okay, nice. I mean, they've played 2 or 3 Hilda already. Oh, they have the Hilda. So I suppose they're just taking the Jet Energy, or they're just taking the Enriching. Oh no, they know they're taking the Jet Energy. And obviously they're going to Jet the Dunsparce. Alright, so now that's bad because I don't have extra damage to put on the Alakazam. But I mean, they're quite short on cards as well. Yeah, now they have enough. And another Dunsparce. Oh my god. They just keep on drawing. 7 card hand, 10 card hand, so they have 200 damage counters. And even more cards. And even more cards. Damn! How much do you want? Yeah, they're doing 260 damage counters, which is just 26 damage counters. Benching another Dunsparce. I don't know if I can get away with this. Again, I have to find a rare candy in order to evolve this Pawmi, but I suppose I can just do Tiny Charge for the knockout. It has 10 damage remaining. There's an Ino's Wartroll. I suppose I'll just play Wartrol. I mean, I might even electric onto the Kilowatt Troll. We have to find Ultra Ball. And I suppose I don't need the air balloon because Monkey Dory is not quite a target, but I can just get away with the Wartrol and the Budgie Alright, getting the Kilowatt Troll because I need more draw here. I need more stuff to work with. I mean, I might even just attach the air balloon onto the Kilowatt Troll, or I suppose electric. If they do go after the electric or Monkey Dory, I have two of them in play. Alright, so now I have the Pawmot EX in a Night Stretcher. The Night Stretcher's good, but I suppose I just want a tiny charge here. Yeah, I think I'm going to Night Stretcher. Another Pawmot, because I have the rare candy. I could just go ahead and evolve into another one. Attach there. Yeah, I just made a mistake. I should have Hero Escaped onto the EX. Maybe I can still do that next turn. Alright, a tiny charge for the knockout. I suppose it's... Oh, there's our Budgie. Nice, but we don't quite need it anymore. For next turn, we have another Arven for Ultra Ball. Or I suppose perhaps have Vessel. Vessel is going to help out more because we can attach then, and then electric to Kilowatt Troll, draw more cards. But they're getting quite close to get the one shot onto the Pawmot, even through Hero Escape. There's another Dawn. Getting another Dunsparce, of course. That's your second Dawn and third Hilda. Don't quite know the counts they're playing now. My god, they just keep on drawing. Yeah, and that was my last I know. Suppose I should have saved that one. Another Duskball, of course. I mean, you only have 10 cards in your deck. So the odds of you whiffing is like 0. Powerful hand. 360, wow. That is a lot. Promoting the electric. And see what we can squeeze out. Going to... Oh yeah. Obviously getting another Pawmot. We have another Pawmot in deck. No more rare candy. And no more recovery. As well as no vessel. So I suppose I thin the hand. I have to rare candy into the EX. I can offer for Ultra Ball. Right, just do that. Hero Escape. But I suppose that's GG's. Often for Ultra Ball. I can... Oh, I did already Dynamotor. No, that's going to be it then. Alright, GG's. Man, there's no way you're whiffing on this. Do you now? Pheasantipity. Alright, so... Is this going to be a Super Sideball for 30? Only have 25 cards in hand. I suppose it's all because I got rid of that first Night Stretcher. Is that going to be all the recovery they had? Okay, benching Psyduck, benching everything here. I suppose they don't have the Alakazam, and they're retreating to the Psyduck. That is interesting. Okay, is there another Dark Energy in deck? No, I suppose it isn't. Suppose there isn't. Yeah, can't get away with it. I need to have 2 energies on the active. I can Dynamite it onto this Kilowatt Troll. Flashing Draw for 5. I can attach there, then use Electric there. And then next turn, I can Levant Strike. But what am I attacking with now? I suppose I can always Growl or Tiny Charge even for 20. Right, Dynamotor there. If I play the Lily, I lose. It doesn't even matter to play the Crispin. I'm just going to Tiny Charge for 20 and then force them to find a boss's orders. I mean, find. They have 22 cards in hand. I suppose they just don't have it, or it might be the last card they needed. But it doesn't seem that... Oh, yeah. But they played the Tulip now. So that means they're forced to knock out the Pawmot into the active. Oh, damn. Yeah, now they can't play the boss's orders. And their ace spec is enriching, not prime catcher. So this Pawmot is safe. And because the Pheasantipity hit the boards, I can just Levant Strike onto the Pheasantipity next turn. Oh, and it's a pass. Oh, damn. Yeah, that's going to be GG's, my friends. I'm going to retreat this Pawmot into the Pawmot and Levin strike onto that pretty pheasantipity. Oh, damn, buddy. That was a crazy match. All right, let's hop into another one. Oh, damn, we lost the coin flip. Now I get to go first. That's interesting. I hope, really, really hope I have a Buddy Puffin. But it doesn't look like that. But board state's pretty nice. And they're playing the Charizard. Okay, this is going to be interesting because now the Charizard plays the Jet Energy as well. So they can get around being paralyzed into the active spot. And have an Iono to boot. I think I'll play the Earthen Vessel, throw away Lightning to start off with, just grab 2 more. And just to check the deck. Yeah, now the Killer Wattrel's there. We have 1 Pawmot prized, 1 Pawmot prized, and a Pawmot. But we have the Pawmot EX, so we can do heavy damage. We have the Rotom. We can get rid of rare candies into their hands, or perhaps Ultra Ball even. What's the electric count? 2 of them. Alright, alright. And we have the Ace-Spec into our hands. Yep, suppose that'll do. That'll do. I think it was wiser to promote the Dynamo instead of the Killer Wattrel. The Wattrel, I mean. Yeah, but they're not attacking on their first turn, so I suppose retreating now is also a good option. Alright, pass the turn to you. I suppose this is also the advantage of playing a single prize deck, is you have time to set up, basically. So it doesn't matter if they take their first two prizes. Except if you're playing against a single prize deck, then you really have to get the race going. Alright, they grab the Lily off the top. Are they going to play it straight? Are they attached Tatsu? Do they have something else going on? No, it's just going to be the Lily. But they do have 8 cards now, so the chance of them whiffing anything is quite low. Yeah, now they have the Ultra Ball. They can get themselves a Charmander here. And I suppose they might even have the TM Evolution into their hand. Or they're just going to grab a Charmander and go to pass, which is not bad on its own. And another Ultra Ball might be to grab a Pidgey. And they're throwing away the Evo. I suppose they have double Evo in hand. Imagine that. Lily into double Evo. No, they just throw it away. Interesting. I suppose I don't want to Iono them because I give them 4 more cards. But I really need to play the game here. I need more resources. So I suppose there were 2 good cards they didn't want to get rid of. Alright, we have an Ultra Ball, so we can get the Killer Wattrel. I think throwing away the Arven is fine because we have the Killer Wattrel and we can grab more cards, but getting the electric is also good. And I hope we get to find the Budgie because they don't have. Oh, there it is. Oh, nice one. And we have a Pawmot to boot. This is interesting. And we have 4 energies in the discard pile. Next turn I can Ultra Ball for an electric. I can attach to the Killer Wattrel, draw even more cards, and just get myself rolling. Wow. Yeah, this Pawmot deck just has everything you want. You had a bad start, I gave you more cards, but now you can't use rare candy to evolve. And now you're forced to even play Lilies. Oh, but they have the Charmeleon. I suppose that's alright. Because if I manage to find a energy and the Pawmot EX, I could just snipe it from the bench. But then I allow them to rare candy into Charizard and knock out my Pawmot, which is not what I want. So I'm just going to take it slow and just see what we go from here. I think I want to Ultra Ball away the Rotom and the energy to get our electric. Then we Dynamite onto the Killer Wattrel and discard it at the same time. Flash and draw for 4. We have another Pawmot. Arven is not going to do much. I suppose we can get another Ultra Ball, but we don't have the lightning energy except if there's another vessel available, but there isn't. So I suppose I'll just get the air balloon and perhaps just the Ultra Ball to get the middle stage Pawmot. I suppose that's okay. I'll air balloon there, Ultra away the Pawmot and the Munkidori. You can always Night Stretcher it back. Oh yeah, of course. It was prized. Now I think it's better to grab the other electric. Then I can dynamite it onto the kilowatt roll now. We don't need to attach this turn because we lost the monkey Tori anyways. Yep, I suppose I just itchy ball in here, forcing them to play another Lily, maybe perhaps an Ino. And if they don't have the Charizard in hand, they can't evolve it. When do they ever not have the Charizard in hand? Oh god. Okay, doesn't matter. I mean, if they have the boss's orders onto our lone Pawmot, I suppose it does matter. Oh god. No. Yeah, there's nothing stopping you from knocking out my Pawmot. God. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Burning Darkness. Alright. Sad. Okay, promote the Budgie again. And we have an Ino. I suppose playing the Ino off the bat is quite good. They still don't have much going on here. And I'm hitting for weakness as well. So I suppose this is good. I can attach onto that Pawmot. I have a Pawmot in hand. Next turn I can play Arven for rare candy and all is good. Don't really want to thin the hand more than it is. Just want to grab more cards. We have a Night Stretcher. Yeah, it's all good. Going to dynamite onto the Pawmot. So I suppose next turn we can... Are both Dark Energies there? No. So we can Night Stretcher the Dark Energy. Grab the Monkey Tori. Put it into the active spot. Not active, onto the bench. And just next turn, I can either retreat lock them and attack lock them, or just 11 destroy. It depends what they have. But I suppose they're not knocking out the Pawmot. Oh, I know. Really have... Ooh, we have the Dawn. But the Dawn doesn't allow us to have a rare candy. Lily might, I suppose. We'll see. We still didn't take a prize card. So I suppose putting the Hero Escape onto the Pawmot might be quite good. Because they're still doing 180. So effectively they're... Oh, I have the Pawmot. Interesting. I suppose I have to Buddy Puffin. Is that my last Pawmot? Yeah, I did it through way one. With an ultra... And one's prized. I suppose it's best to just play the Lily. And pray we find Candy Ultra Ball. Nice. Alright. Bye-bye these two. Getting the Pawmot. Suppose it was best to just... Okay, then we rare Candy into it. And then we can Monkey Tori. Attach there. Air Balloon. The other Electric. And just Kilowatt Roll for 5 cards. Oh, and there's the Hero Escape as well. So I suppose I can attach there, Dynamite again onto the Kilowatt Roll, and perhaps even the Watt Roll. I can go get Night Stretcher. If I get prizes, I can just evolve it, get more cards. Alright, now it's time to lock them. Voltaic Fist, yes please. And our next turn is going to be interesting because I have ways to put it with a Monkey Tori. Now, obviously, our bench is filled as is, but otherwise we could get a second Monkey Tori and just spread 60 damage every single turn. I suppose they can Candy Pidgeot and then grab the Jet Energy if they play it. If they don't play it, we're in a good position. But if they do play it, yeah, we just lose because we can't get another Pawmot started. We lose our Hero Escape. And everything has been for nothing. So, let's see. Do they play the Jet Energy or don't they? Otherwise, they might even just charge up the other Charmander. Might evolve it into Charmeleon. Oh no, they're playing the Buddy Puffin. To get Duskull. That's bad. But Dusknoir can give us more cards. I suppose it works from... I mean, I can always Adrenabrain onto the Duskull, but if they pop it next turn, that doesn't even matter. So, I think I'm just going to Adrenabrain onto the Tatsugiri, because next turn that Tatsugiri will be knocked out. Oh, we have the Kilowatt Roll in deck. I thought it was prized. One Lightning in deck. I mean, if I play the Luxcape now, they're just going to knock it out and get 2 prizes, which is not what we want. How many energies we have? 2 more. I suppose I could always charge up the Kilowatt Roll, but we're not playing boss's orders. Is Night Stretcher going to do anything? Not really. Alright, Voltaic Fists. Then we have 90 damage. And I guess even a Dusk Noir doesn't help. Because then they're putting us 220. So we still need 20 damage to be knocked out. I mean, I suppose it might have been better to put the damage onto the Charizard. With the Adrenal Brain. Because now there's still 50 from it. Well, I suppose no. Next turn we're taking 3 prize cards. Alright there. Ultra Ball, Dusk Noir. And I suppose they're blowing up the Monkey Dory. But that opens up another spot for us to place a Pawmot. Or I can get... Oh, they're not doing it. Okay. Interesting. I can go Adrenal Brain, knock out the Tatsugiri. 60, 60 is 120. So next turn, this Pawmot is knocked out. Interesting. But I don't have to use the ability because the Charizard is going to get knocked out. So I'm not doing the 60 damage onto myself, preventing the Dusk Noir from knocking me out. Okay. I think it's all coming together now. And they only have 2 cards in hand. They can always pop something else, but that opens up a spot for me to place another Pawmot. Alright, I'm just going to Voltaic Fists and not use the effects because it's going to get knocked out anyway. Alright. Oh, we only have 3 cards in deck. I mean, the chances of them getting another Charizard here are really, really slim. And they're giving us another prize card. Now we have more room to place our Pawmot. So they still need to have 3 prize cards and we still need 2. And I can knock anything that he retreats into. Wow. Nice. That's just crazy. Yeah. I think that's going to be GG's for them. I can play the Night Stretcher, but I just have the 1. And all my Pawmots are in the discard pile. Damn. What a way to end. Nestball. Yeah. Oven Energy. That's not going to do it. And if I put the Luxcape onto it, then that's not going to work. I can thin this out. I mean, I suppose I can always try. There's no harm in it. I can perhaps sacrifice the Kilowatt Troll, hoping they can't play a boss's orders, but they just play the 1. What are the odds they have prized the second one? Yeah, no, they just have it in hand. GG's, my friends. And that wraps up today's gameplay. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe and let me know down in the comments, will you try this deck out online or on tournaments? If you're going to change any cards or you're just going to leave the list as it is. And if you want to stick around for a bit longer, I've got more deck profiles, gameplay videos, and learn to play coming your way. So stay tuned and I'll see you in the next one.